Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing good. Today in this video, we will learn how to automatically create a new record in problem table when more than three records of any short description is repeating in any table like incident or the table which you have created. Okay. So this scenario I have already explained in my previous video with practical demo. So if you guys haven't watched that, then please go and watch, or otherwise I will mention that video in my description so that you can check that. So in my previous video, we had a discussion about this use case and also we had a practical demo using after business rule. So today we will learn how to achieve the same use case using before business rule as well. So let's get started. So this is a demo table record, and this is a business rule which I have created in my previous video after insert business rule. So here when the count is equal to or greater than 3, then it is creating a problem record in problem table, right? So the same code I copied now and I have pasted in the before insert business rule. See, in when to run section in this video, we are going to learn about using this before insert business rule. Okay. So the same scenario we will be implementing using before insert business rule. So I have copied the same code and I have pasted here. So there is nothing change in this code. I have copied the code and I have pasted here. Okay. So as per our use case, if more than three records of any short description is repeating in demo table, then it should automatically create a problem record in problem table, right? Now we are going to test this with before insert business rule. Okay. So first we will check this condition when count equals to 3. So I'm going to create three records now with the same short description. Windows error. Okay. First record we have created and this is the second record. So now whenever I create the third record, it should create problem record, right? So currently in the problem table, we have 106 records. So let's check whether it is creating or not. So let's refresh the demo table list. See, currently we have two records. Now I am going to create third record. The same short description as Windows error. Now let's save this. See, I have created three records with the same short description. Now, as per our code, it should create one problem record in problem table, right? While using after business rule, after creating three records with the same short description, it has created problem record with that same short description in problem table. If you remember. So if you guys haven't watched that, then please go and watch so that you will get some idea. So now I am going to refresh this problem record. See, still 106 records. Let me paste this and click enter. See, it did not created any problem record in the problem table. Even though I have created three records with the same short description, it did not created any problem record in the problem table. Okay. Why? Because here we have an issue with this count, guys. Okay. Since here this business rule is executing before the record get inserted into the demo table, it is executing, right? So at that time we have a issue with this count. So it is not able to count the records properly. Okay. So but in the after business rule, whenever we create three records, it has created problem record, right? Because we have used after business rule. Usually after business rule will execute whenever the data gets saved in the database, right? So that's why it is creating a problem record whenever three records has been created in demo table, because it is counting the records properly. But here in this before business rule, we have an issue with this count. So I am going to modify here little bit. So let me put this count greater than or equal to 2. Now let's create another three records. Okay. Tab and Windows error. Click on save. So now I am creating third record. Say with this short description, SAP and Windows error, we have three records. So now let's check the problem table. See here now we have increment in count. So now let's paste the short description here. See, now it has created the problem record in the problem table. See here, because of using this before business rule, we have changed the condition here. Okay, then only it is working. But it is not a good practice. So when you see this line of code, you will get confusion, right? So I just want to show you the differences between before and after business rule with this scenario. So I just showed you, but it is not a good practice to use like that. Okay, we have to think more about this use case and we have to build an advanced script for this. Okay, so this video I have created just to show you the differences between before and after business rule for this scenario. Okay, so now let me create one more record. Windows error. Click on save and click on problem table. See now the count is greater than 3, right? So that's why it has created another problem record here with the same demo table short description. See SAP and Windows error. So the same code which we have used in after business rule, we have used in before business rule. So since it is running before the data is getting inserted into the database, we have a differences in the count. So that's why I have used here gs.info just to check the count, how it is counting the records when we are using before insert business rule and when we are using after business rule. Okay. So if you have any doubts, then you can use this line of scripts in your code so that you can get an idea like how the system is counting the records while we are using after and before business rule for the same scenario. Okay. So you can put this information message both in before and after business rule and you can check the differences. Okay. So I hope you know how to check the logs, right? Click on all and type as logs here and click on all which is available under system logs. Okay. So in the message, you can select with this number. Okay. So that it will be easy for you. Currently, we don't have any message for this record. So that's why it is empty. So you have to use this line of script in your scripting and after that you have to test. Then you can check in this log function. Okay. So that you will get a count of that record here. Okay. So this is how we can use the before business rule, guys. So this is not a good practice. I just want to show you the differences between these two. So that's why I have shown you. Whenever anyone see this kind of code here, they will get confused, right? So this is not a good practice and using this after business rule also. So here also we have mentioned the count is greater than or equal to 3, right? So here also we have a problem like when because of this condition here, whenever we created more than 3 records like 4 records, 5 records, 6, n number of records, it is keep on creating problem records in the problem table. But that also is not a good practice. Okay, it should create only one problem record even though the number of records with the same short description is repeating. Okay, so we have to implement in that kind of way. So we have to think more advanced and we have to build a code according to that. Okay, so because that is not a good practice, right? Every time when I create a record in table with the same short description, so if I create 10 records with the same short description in demo table, then it is creating 10 problem records in the problem table. So that is not a good practice, right? It should create only one problem record. Okay. So we will think and we will discuss that advanced script in my upcoming videos. So till then, stay tuned and please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.